Hello and welcome to vlog number 64. Today the United Patients Alliance, or UPA, are organising a protest outside Parliament in support of MP Paul Flynn's bill which calls for legal access to medicinal cannabis. Referred to as the Elizabeth Brice bill, in memory of Elizabeth Brice, a lady who campaigned for many years in the House of Commons for the re-legalisation of medicinal cannabis. She suffered with multiple sclerosis for which she used cannabis medicinally, and from which she sadly died in 2011. The chances of this bill being passed into UK law are pretty slim. Only 3 private members' bills in the last 20 years have done so, although one of these bills was also raised by Paul Flynn. But the chances of it eventually doing so have received a major boost in the last week or two. The story of Alfie Dingley, a 6-year-old child who suffers with severe epilepsy and who has been receiving successful treatment with cannabis in the Netherlands, has caught the attention of mainstream media and so brought the case to the attention of the general public, with news reports from the BBC and headlines from Sky News such as "Government defending the indefensible over Alfie Dingley's request for cannabis treatment." The Home Office spokesman Nick Hurd MP caused outrage amongst MPs from all political parties when he parroted the government's line that cannabis had no proven medicinal benefits and denied the family's request for a licence on the grounds that the drug is illegal in the UK. An urgent Commons debate has been tabled by Conservative MP Crispin Blunt, who said the national approach flies in the face of the popular view, and Nick Hurd has assured everyone present, several times, that the issues will be discussed at Paul Flynn's bill today. Paul's bill has also been moved up the list of bills to be debated from number 6 to number 3, exponentially increasing its chances of being debated before the time in which to do so runs out. It's still not a formality though, with a window of only 3.5 hours, 2 other bills to be debated beforehand, and also the possibility that the government will filibuster the preceding bills in order to ensure there is insufficient time in which to debate Paul's bill. That said, there remains great optimism that Parliament will do the right thing, and there are certainly many more eyes on the proceedings than there were at the bill's first reading in October 2017. Even if it passes today, there are still many steps to take before it becomes law, but subsequent steps are less of a hurdle, so in that context I'm sure that you can see that there will be much celebration if it does pass today. Medicinal cannabis has a strong evidence base and has been used for many years in countries such as the Netherlands, Canada and numerous US states to treat a range of ailments. As the debate over legalisation for medicinal purposes continues and patients suffer needlessly, it is worth taking note of the following major hypocrisies of our government's continued ban on this medicine. Firstly, the government maintains that cannabis does not, in its raw form, have any medicinal properties, and that it is a harmful drug which can damage people's mental and physical health. The continued ban on its medicinal use forces patients to use other drugs which are prescribed legally, but which have much more serious and/or unpleasant side effects, including opioids, which come with risks of physical dependency and even death from overdose. Secondly, whilst it is currently illegal for a resident of the UK to possess cannabis, residents of some other EU countries are permitted to travel to the UK with their prescribed cannabis under Article 75 of the Schengen Agreement, provided they have a certificate from their own country that authorises this. This only applies to residents of those countries, so if a UK resident were to travel to the Netherlands, for example, they could not be prescribed medicinal cannabis there and then bring it back with them to the UK. Thirdly, the UK Drugs Minister's husband has a licence to grow 45 acres of cannabis for GW Pharmaceuticals. Bizarrely, the Drugs Minister opposes the legalisation and regulation of cannabis based upon the potential harm of illegal and unregulated cannabis. A ridiculous stance, particularly in light of the fact that her own husband profits from regulated cannabis production. Finally, Theresa May opposes the legalisation of cannabis based upon the premise that it is a gateway drug, which leads users onto harder drugs which may be harmful and addictive. The gateway drug theory has been widely debunked by a number of experts, so whilst claiming that she is protecting families by continuing to prohibit the drug, She is, in fact, doing quite the opposite. The UK government's drug policies are completely without basis and are ignorant of the evidence. Today's reading of the Elizabeth Brice bill will provide MPs from all political parties the opportunity to lend their support. Let us hope they take that opportunity. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or have a topic that you'd like me to cover in future vlogs, just leave me a message in the comments and I'll do my best to respond. Have a great week. See you next Friday.